So I'm bleeding this annoying air bubble that's been in the car. So gotta start that up and mess with it. My handy dandy key right here. I really need to fix this key, but that's fine. Alright guys, so we are on the way to my friend Zach Scott's house. He is going to help dial in and basically set up the suspension on the FC for the Hillclimb. I'm not good at setting up the suspension. Zach's very good. So we're gonna go have him deal with the car and basically make it work. These new aero mirrors look so much better than the old ones. I'm super pumped how they turned out. LRB is gonna send me a little cover for this. I'll take that back off, put the connector inside the door. But yeah, seriously loving these mirrors. So what are you doing?
I'm seeing where you are as far as travel.
Okay.
Yeah, it barely compressed the front suspension there. Which makes sense with how stiff your cover is. Because you're at 15 and 7/8 now. But the good thing is, I think that means you should be alright.
Cool.
So you have a crap ton of compression. You don't have much droop, but you don't really need droop on the front of your car because you can lift the front. It's not like it's going to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know if you need to know or care about the spring rates, but Fortune wanted to do 10K and 8K.
yeah, I saw it was higher than their normal.
So that's what they suggest. They wanted to go stiffer, and then I told them I do hill climbs, and they're like, we're not going to go that. We're not going to go as stiff as we wanted because they wanted like 14 and 12.
Well, that's why I don't drive the 2 on the street. I've got 12 in the front of the 2, and it's McPherson, and it's like I won't take it in the mountains.
Yeah.
Because it just bounces all over.
Yeah, because I told them, and
on
they're
a racetrack, it's just
yeah. Because I told them I do like half and half, and they're like, well, anything higher is gonna freaking skyrocket you off the road if you touch a bump, so we're not gonna do that. We don't want to kill you.
that car. Because you're gonna do that, but yeah. So you should be good there. Cool. So now we just gotta do basically the same thing over.
I actually put legit camber bolts on there.
Oh, that's right. You do have those bolts on.
So how do you do your equation, or how would you just figure all this out over the years?
So basically what I've done, like one of the big things that you want to set up first is just your travel. You know, anyone that's put like lowering springs in a car, you know, it lowers it, but it's not really that stiff and you lose travel and it just all goes bad. So like your car, the Lexus has it, but they have adjustable shock bodies, so you can adjust your travel.
Yeah.
And that makes a huge difference. Like I have issues, like some coilover setups, I'm like, hey, those are great, but they're not adjustable shock body, and it's like, KWs are one of them that it's like, I think I'd love to have a pair, but I don't trust that they have enough travel.
Okay.
So what I basically do is I measure some point from the top, usually the top mount of the shock, to like the bottom, to get like, you know, right now the car is up in the air, the wheel's all the way down, so I measure what that length is at full droop.
Okay.
And then we'll put the wheel, when it's up also, you then measure, you know, how much travel you have before you hit the bump stop, and then measure how long the bump stop is, because a lot of times that bump stop is usable travel. Yours are only an inch long, so I'll basically, like if it's an inch long, I'll say you might use 1/8 of an inch is okay.
Okay.
But that's really short. And I think these are, I don't know what kind of bump stops they are. Some bump stops are like a really hard urethane.
Yeah. That doesn't really compress.
So yeah, it doesn't really compress.
I know.
But yours are more of like a rubber, it seems.
Okay.
So these, it's just like yours is a short little soft rubber piece.
Okay.
So that like would be good. The old coilovers I had on the Lexus, they were short and it was like this really stiff urethane, so it's like it's not going to do anything. It's like hitting a rock.
Okay.
But some cars, like the back of the two, the stock bump stops are like 6 inches long, so it's like use those all you want. They're so soft.
Okay.
So it's like ideally, when the car's sitting there, you'd be halfway through that travel, which is 1.75. So at ride height, if you're compressed 1.75, but your droop is that, it should be 16 inches long.
Okay.
You're at 16 3/4.
Okay.
Which isn't ideal. But again, it's one of those things, because normally what you run into is you don't have any compression is the biggest issue. Where, if you're only at 16.75, that means you only compressed it out of that 3.5 inches, you only compressed it 1 inch. So you got 2.5 inches of compression, which, I mean, your wheel is going to be like way up here at that point. So it's like, usually the compression is what you run into issues with. Droop isn't an issue. And it's mainly because, when you go around a corner, all the weight, if it's a right turn, all your weight transfers to the driver's side. That's the side that has all the grip. This side isn't really doing much.
Yeah.
So it's not as big of a deal in that case.
And then there's the hat. There's like the pull hatch lever down by your feet.
Yes.
And then we just get out and close the doors, and the pressure just pops it up.
Wow.
Yeah, Mazda only makes.
My cars were ghetto. Oh. There we go.
There you go.
More closage.
Oh, did you pop the hatch?
Probably not. Ah, okay.
Now.
It's loose.
See?
Ah, gotcha. Lovely.
Zach is playing with the adjustments on the shocks. It still has the shift buzzer.
I noticed. I had totally forgotten to have it. I don't have that in mind. I won't say that much. It's just sloppy.
Okay.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. When you lift off, it's gonna like decent bumps.
Yeah.
Like, you can switch it like a bridge where you'll hit the bridge.
Yep.
Just to get it so none of the car feels like it's, bouncing afterwards.
Okay.
You know, the whole Cadillac go, it's
Yeah.
oscillating after the bump. And then once you get that, there's usually at least a good starting point.
Okay.
And then from there you can kind of tweak it on if the car's, understeering or oversteering a bit.
Okay.
Mainly in transitions, because that's where your shocks are really working.
Okay.
I think I stiffened the rear, and I think I might just soften it a little bit more.
Okay.
And the fronts, I actually stiffened a little bit, because I figured stiffening, the rears were really soft,
Yeah.
and I figured stiffening those might make the fronts feel soft, and they were already set kind of on the soft side.
Yeah.
I stiffened them, but they don't go bad by any means.
Okay.
The rear seems a little bit stiff, so I might soften it a bit.
Okay.
And I'll let you know where they are
Okay.
at the end. That doesn't do anything weird on the braking. It's a little like the back end's
Yeah.
a little loose. What else on this road?
Cool.
Just a little bit of understeer if you're just being stupid with it,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Back from Zach's house from setting up the FC. Basically everything feels great on it. It's a little tail happy under, basically coming out of a corner under throttle. I'm pretty sure it was just some tire pressure issues because we had one of the rear tires was a little bit lower than the other. So we're gonna fix tire pressure issues, and I'm gonna get all 4 tires the same on the car, which will help. But right now I am editing yesterday's vlog, and then I'll edit today's vlog, and then those will be out in the next 2 days. Kendra made cake tonight, so I'm gonna get cake. Look at this. Cake. Anyways, that's about it for this video, so I will catch you guys later. Have a good night.